closest night that we've had so far this season. And Matt, the Revs trying to make it back-to-back series wins to finish this homestand after the rain-shortened sweep. Suffered against New Britain. Yesterday a rough one, but a chance to turn the page and give the ball to Steve Janis here tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. That's a good point. The series win being what this team wants to take away from this series. They knew that the next 16 games, once they entered play with the Skeeters, would be against the teams ahead of them, would be against the teams in their division. And realistically, you're not going to win them all. But if you can keep consistently winning series, getting 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4, I mean, you're just going to keep rising in the standings.
Revs 15-23 coming in tonight, 6.5 back, but again, a ton of division games coming up, including tonight, and Southern Maryland 20-19, entering the day in second, 2 games behind Lancaster. Right now it's 2.5. The Barnstormers did win a day game earlier today, and we'll see them for the first time all season tomorrow on the road. But tonight it's the rubber match against the Blue Crabs. It is Steve Janis making the start, 1-3 with a 5.20 ERA. Brian Grenning goes for Southern Maryland. He's 2-1 with an ERA of 3.08. The big news today, the Revs making another roster move, and it's the addition of reliever Ricardo Gomez, who's back for a 4th season in York and pitched really well last year as the team's primary setup man. He had been in Mexico to begin this season and became available and has officially been activated here today. Might be until even Sunday that we see him in a game, but he is on the roster, and that was the big news here today. So as we get set for tonight's game, coming up on our pregame on Sunday, Rocky Blyer in attendance, and our colleague Doug Epler had a chance to catch up with him for about 10 minutes. We'll share that conversation coming up and then check in with Mace after that. Our first pitch tonight set for 6:30 here on a picture-perfect evening in York on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great Best Jet products from your neighborhood Sure Save markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party planners with 1893 deli items. Best Jet hot dogs go great with Best Jet kettle cooked chips. Or serve up a couple Best Jet rising crust pizzas with 12 packs of Best Jet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with Best Jet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
The mission of Big Brothers Big Sisters of York and Adams counties is to provide children facing adversity with strong and enduring, professionally supported, one-to-one relationships that change their lives for the better forever. It is proven that Big Brothers Big Sisters mentoring programs have a direct impact on children achieving higher aspirations, greater confidence, better relationships, and educational success, and avoiding risky behavior. Please visit afewhours.org for more information on becoming a mentor. It is time well spent.
The Revolution plays here. Play ball! The new Sports Radio 1350.
Pre-game from People's Bank Park tonight. Once again, our colleague Doug Epler on Sunday had a chance to catch up with Steelers legend and American hero Rocky Blyer on his visit to York. And as promised, here's our conversation with Rocky Blyer from Salute to Veterans Day on Sunday.
Okay, we're here with Steelers legendary running back for the Steelers, Rocky Blyer, also, of course, U.S. Army veteran, recipient of the Purple Heart and the Bronze Star, who joined us at People's Bank Park for our Salute to Veterans. Rocky, thank you very much for coming out. I know it's not your first time to York. How's this trip been, and how often do you get to this area?
Well, this trip has been terrific, especially on this Memorial Day weekend, and coming to a ball game. I mean, what more could one ask for? And it didn't rain, and that was the biggest thing. And more importantly, to salute our veterans that had showed up, and there was quite a few veterans, and obviously in memory of those who have served and given their ultimate sacrifice of their lives for this country. But the fans here couldn't have been as more gracious that they were, and being able to stop and ask for autographs. And
Sure.
so it was a great promotion. I thought it was a great promotion. Now, I get back in this area. So I get back to Harrisburg, and I've been to York. And actually, and I'll tell you this, I have a golden doodle, a miniature golden doodle, which I got in York, Pennsylvania 2 years ago. So, that's right. So we have a connection here. And so it's my kid's dog. So it's a
Well, we know you're
great idea.
you're a football fan. Are you a baseball fan as well?
Well, I am. I'm a baseball fan, so I have to tell you this because growing up, I grew up in Wisconsin. For your listeners out there, I grew up by Green Bay, Wisconsin, in a place called Appleton, Wisconsin. So growing up, I always thought the national anthem, "Home of the Braves," ended because of Milwaukee. At the time, so it wasn't until later I was no, the Braves, not the Braves, and so playing, so as a kid growing up, so I can remember that fond memories of sitting on the porch with my grandfather, listening to the Milwaukee Braves at the time, and especially back in the latter part of the 50s, and then throughout the 60s, and then playing baseball and playing sports and played Mario Collegiate. So yes, I'm a fan of baseball, and so I really like to watch it whenever I can.
Well, certainly the baseball fans in York were thrilled to see you, particularly since so many of them are also football fans and fans of your team, the Steelers. What's your connection with the team these days? Do you stay in touch? Do you follow the Steelers?
Yeah, of course I follow the Steelers. And so our relationship, mine specifically, but majority of the guys that I played with that lived that live in Pittsburgh or live in the Pittsburgh area, have a good relationship with the Steelers because that's what they have been always about. I mean, the relationship with the players, and the players have been always number one, and wherever they can help or whatever they can do, and so it goes vice versa, which is that they call upon us for some promotions at times, and so so it's the ownership, and the passing of Dan Rooney is another milestone within the change of that team. But Art II has carried on the legacy of how you operate a good franchise, and so it's a pleasure to have not only played for them, but to still be a part of that family.
How about the guys from those legendary teams you were on? How many of them, do you still stay in touch with them? How are they doing?
They're all getting old. So they're going fine, and periodically you run, and I think that, the fans or people think that, you play together and you're close together and so on, and we are when we get together, but life goes on. People have other interests, so so we get a chance. I was just with Franco the other night at a function. And I saw Lambert not too long ago, but and so Mike Wagner is retiring from the bank, so we'll have a retirement party for him, and so we get together periodically. There's golf tournaments that take place in Pittsburgh, so we get together and catch up on what the grandkids are doing now.
What about the NFL these days? What differences do you see in the game today? For better or for worse, what's the difference really that you're noticing?
Well, so the obvious differences are what? Size, speed, complexities, bigger athletes that have come to play the game. Rules have changed the game to make it more scoring, more offense, giving the offense an opportunity to do the things because, as a fan, I don't care, we don't necessarily like to see a 6-3 game. We like to see, a 36-33 game, something of that nature. So that has changed the game. But I also think that, it's kind of interesting, and this is a political change, is that generations have passed. So now you have, you got a new player, a different kind of a player, that really hasn't come out of, and I hate to say old school, because that really makes you, because of rules change, how you view the game, the expectation, so now we have a millennial aspect to the game. So if everybody talks about millennials, when they talk about instant communication, they're absorbed within their own lives. If you see the development of that kind of information that has been out there with Snapchats or with Twitter, and all that kind of stuff. So it's instant gratification. So to some degree, the players have changed in that regard. So There's no hitting. They go once a week where they have contact, rather than every day where you get your brains beat out. So that has kind of changed. I think the aspect of the player. It'll be interesting to see where that goes from there. But what has not changed is the kids today still love to play the game. The kids still want to win, and they still work hard as anybody to be able to get to that level and to that. But now they got year-round training. They got 24-hour training. They got nutritional programs. They got weightlifting programs. They got a lot more information out there to be able to take care of themselves, to be able to play this game longer.
You got back into the game after first being drafted. You got drafted twice in the same year, first by Steelers, but also by the U.S. Army. You go, you serve, you were wounded in service to the country, and at that point they tell you your career's over, you've sacrificed playing in the NFL for serving your country. You come back, say, forget that, I'm getting 4 Super Bowls, you've got 4 rings, a Bronze Star, a Purple Heart. What are you doing now? Anybody else would have stopped and said, that's enough. You kept going. What kept you going, and what message are you out there with these days?
I think what kept me going is the essential drive that, I think that most people have of some nature or another. I mean, and so it's really trying to find that little niche in your life. So sports was that niche, and I'm just saying that sports, playing football. So, it wasn't as if I wanted to do anything else within my career at that time. I came, and I was focused on trying to make the team. And I think one of the lessons I learned is that you can only do what you can do. Because in the world, is in the working environment as well as a job environment or as in the playing environment, it's really up to a third party. It's your employer that's going to say, hey, yeah, we'd like to have you. But so all you can do is to be able to get to a point, hopefully, in your life that you don't look back and say, I wish I would have done this or did this. And so you kind of, in my case specifically, I just, okay, I know that I can't make that final decision, but I don't want to be able to sit there and say, well, I should have ran more, lifted more, did this more, worked out more, whatever that might be to get me to that level. And then that's one thing, and so I think that becomes very important. And then along the way, you kind of have to, maybe get some breaks, and I don't know whether you make your own breaks or they kind of, come because of the effort that you put in. People recognize that. But you're with an organization like the Steelers, and so you get ownership like the Rooneys, and so they give you an opportunity. And so my first year I come back, they put me on injured reserve. They having another doctor, or having their doctors have another operation, and, so I come back and make the taxi squad, so they bought me 2 years to heal, to get stronger, to get bigger and better. In fact, and then 72 comes, and so all of a sudden 72, we get Franco Harrison, and I'm playing special teams, but that's a step in that direction, and then we have a magical season, and, things start to, go from there. So it's just being maybe in the right place, right time, but you have to do, that just doesn't happen. You create that to happen by working out, by focusing, by wanting to do it. So, it was a time in my life where I had no other responsibilities, and I think that becomes important because sometimes that changes where you have family responsibilities, or that all of a sudden changes your end result. So I could be somewhat selfish, and concentrate on what I needed to do to be able to get to a point. And so as we look back, it all turned out well.
When you look back, who were the running backs or the professional players that you were looking up to, shooting to emulate? And then who are you looking at today? Who are the running backs that you've noticed?
And I don't think, so from my perspective, so when I was growing up, Jimmy Taylor at Green Bay Packers, was just a hard, tough, running back, big and strong. Paul Hornung was the star, and I never thought it'd be Paul Hornung, but I could be kind of like a Jimmy Taylor kind of guy. And so you get to, you get to a point where you fit into a system. And I think, from my perspective, I fit into a system. The highlight of my career was I was 9 years old. The highlight of my career. Then it went downhill from there. So you got to find the right spots to be able to. And I tell you that only because it's a story I tell, which I scored 51 touchdowns in one game when I was 9 years old. It never happened thereafter. But so what I find is that it's working into a system, and that whole team concept, and it's not necessarily you being a star, but it's you get. I always tell people you get recognized for the success of the team.
Well, that is our interview with Rocky Blyer. We'll have the full thing posted on our SoundCloud page later tonight. Right now, we're going to jump ahead to the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report. Stay tuned for that.
This is Dustin Hawkinson with the Keystone Sports Network. For the best Penn State football analysis and commentary, listen to Sports Radio 1350 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. and after Revs games for the Keystone Kickoff Show. We'll bring you game reviews, player evaluations, and recruiting news. So for the best in Penn State talk, tune to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK for the Keystone Kickoff Show. Brought to you locally by your neighborhood SureSave Markets.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for the latest on your York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
Well, Mace, a tough one yesterday and a rough one for Logan Williamson. What did you make of that one? His last couple have been pretty good, but just one of those days yesterday where he got hit around?
Yeah, it was one of those. I mean, every once in a while as a starting pitcher, you have maybe you might have one of those every 10 or 11 starts, and unfortunately he had one yesterday, and he really didn't have really good command yesterday, and and the pitches that he left over the middle of the plate, they did a lot of damage, and I just write that one off and come back and get him in Lancaster.
We've got Janice tonight, and he's been really solid here of late with quality starts in a row and all that sort of thing. And I know we talked about the position players as a whole. Do you like your rotation as a whole here at this point, the way that you have it constructed?
Yeah, I mean, we like the rotation. Like I said, Logan had a rough one yesterday, but overall, the guys have been pitching pretty well. And, hopefully Janice can just keep building on what he has going on lately and, keep us in the game. That's all we ask of the starting pitchers, is to try to keep us in the game and turn the game over to the bullpen at some point with either a lead or somewhere within striking distance. And as long as the starting pitcher does that, that's all we can ask.
Well, today the big news, you had Ricardo Gomez, who's back, and after starting the year in Mexico, has he been throwing recently enough? Is he ready to go in there in a big spot, or do you still want to ease him in since it's his first game back?
Yeah, we probably won't get him in the game tonight because he threw a pretty extensive bullpen today. So we'll take a look at how he feels tomorrow, and we might do another shorter bullpen session on Saturday before we could get him in a game on Sunday. But if I need him tomorrow, I could probably use him, but for tonight, I'm definitely going to stay off it just because he did throw a pretty good bullpen today.
Well, lastly, facing Grenning, and you know him quite well, what do the hitters have to look for with him? How's he try to get it done?
Well, I mean, Brian uses all his pitches at any time. Something that he probably changed over the years. He used to be a lot of fastball, breaking ball, fastball early, breaking ball late, and now it can be breaking ball anytime, change up anytime. So he's trying to keep the hitters more off balance, using off speed sometimes earlier in the count, and sometimes when he's behind in the count. So pitching a little bit backwards once in a while too, with the off speed when there's more balls than strikes on the hitter. But overall, we just got to. I just think hitting approaches, you sit on fastballs and adjust to something that's not. I just think that's the best way to hit. I think a lot of guys, not only in the Atlantic League, but all leagues, including the big leagues, I think a lot of guys guess pitches right now, and sometimes that's why you'll see them just take a fastball right there down the middle and not even move the bat, just because they're looking for a slider or a changeup or a breaking ball, whatever it might be. So I think, we'll just try to sit on the fastballs and adjust.
All right, Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Yep, thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report. Just about game time here tonight as the Fife and Drum Corps that performed our national anthem exits through the center field gate. Rebs have taken the field for this one, and it's time for our starting lineups brought to you by Flying Feed. For the Blue Crabs tonight, they will have Jose Lozada at second base leading things off. Edwin Garcia, the shortstop, is hitting second. Batting third in center field is Corey Vaughn. The cleanup man, Michael Snyder, who had a huge day yesterday, playing at first base. Devin Rodriguez in left field hits fifth. Zach Cohn, the right fielder, is batting sixth. Luis Allen will DH tonight and hit seventh for them. Patrick Palmero at third base hits eighth, and Ryan Wiggins will make the start behind the plate hitting ninth. Again, it's Lozada, Garcia, Vaughn, Snyder, Rodriguez, Cohn, Allen, Palmero, and Wiggins for the Blue Crabs. For the Rebs tonight, it'll be Derek Robinson in right field leading off. Angel Franco at shortstop hits second. Isaiah Tejeda will play first base and bat third. Hitting cleanup and DHing is Michael Burgess. Travis Witherspoon in center field bats fifth. Ryan Dent the start at third base tonight, hitting sixth. It'll be Alexi Casilla back in there at second base, hitting seventh. Luis Cruz will catch and bat eighth, and Jared Mitchell is in left field hitting ninth. Again, Robinson, Franco, Tejeda, Burgess, Witherspoon, Dent, Casilla, Cruz, and Mitchell for the Rebs, who will be facing Brian Grenning. And in the meantime, Steve Janis getting set to go. Eighth start, he's 1-3 with a 5.20 ERA. 36 in the third innings, 43 hits, 17 walks, 14 strikeouts. In 6 of his 7 starts, though, he's given up 3 earned runs or fewer. And over his last 4, he's 0-1, but that's despite posting a 3.38 ERA, 4 straight where he's allowed 3 earned or fewer. So ready to go tonight as Jose Lozada, the switch hitter, makes his way to the plate, starting at second base and leading off for them, hitting at 200, as it brings us to our Dasher Investment Services first pitch here tonight. And Janis delivers out of the sunlight, and it's a called strike on the inside corner. Lozada rolls his eyes, but that's how our game begins. 78 degrees and sunny, a 6:33 first pitch. And the 0-1, swinging a bouncing ball, second base. Early play for Casilla. He gloves it shoulder high and throws over to first for the out. Got a high hop, but he handles it, and there's one away. Rebs are in the alternate Navy jerseys tonight with the Navy caps that feature the gold front panel. And Southern Maryland is in their baby blue jerseys here on the road. Here is Edwin Garcia. It's the first start for Janis against Southern Maryland. And he winds and deals. And a fastball over at the knees for a strike. The shadows are creeping across right in front of the plate, so right as it gets toward home plate, ball gets a little bit darker for the hitter. The 0-1, and he swings, grounds it back to Janis, reaches out to glove it. He'll run to first and underhand to Tejeda, and he's got 2 ground ball outs to start his evening. Dent was in at third on that first pitch. They respect Garcia's ability to bunt, but he took several steps back, and Janis got the ground ball to himself anyway. Here's Corey Vaughn with 2 men down. Hitting at 268, 3 home runs, 14 driven in. First pitch is over for a strike. And when we saw Southern Maryland the first week, they had Vaughn in left field. He's been in center with Gary Brown absent. The 0-1, and it's a called strike. Janis hits the outside corner, and I believe he's thrown all strikes thus far. 6 pitches. The wind and the 0-2. Fastball missed high. Our plate ump tonight is Victor Alejandro. Jorge Terran at first, Nate Caldwell at third, who pulled double duty yesterday, working in York in the day game and in Lancaster in the evening. It's the 1-2. And a broken bat roller to second. Casilla charges up. Gloves, submarine throw, got him. And it's a 1-2-3 first inning for Janus, who needs just 8 pitches and has 3 ground ball outs. We played a half tonight. It's the Blue Crabs nothing, and the Rebs coming up.
You hear a lot about CPAP masks these days, but here's something you don't hear much about. Over half of the people who wear a CPAP mask for sleep stop wearing it within a year. How's that working for you? Dr. Gordon Bell would like you to hear this. York Dental Sleep Therapy has dental options that can help many of those people. If you or someone you live with is struggling with sleep apnea, visit yorksleep.com and see how Dr. Gordon Bell can help return your home to peaceful nights of deep, restful sleep. If you're groggy during the workday, if you wake up feeling exhausted, if you would like to get your nighttime sleep patterns back to a healthy state, get a confirmation from your doctor, then meet with Dr. Bell at his office on West Market Street in Hallam. He'll evaluate your symptoms and discuss which treatments would best suit your situation. Dr. Bell can restore restful sleep and get you feeling better day and night. York Dental Sleep Therapy. Call 316-1299 or visit yorksleep.com to learn more.
Hey Revs fans, get points for great rewards just by supporting your team through the new Revolution Rewards program. Use the new York Revolution app to receive and earn points for ballpark food, store discounts, stadium tours, and more. Available through the Apple and Google Play stores, the York Revolution app also features team news and exclusive content, contests and promotions for Revolution prizes, online ticket purchases, live game streaming, and more. Download the York Revolution app today. Free stuff by supporting your team? That's Revs time.
Your teams all the time. It's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Revs come to bat against Brian Grenning, who they've seen a ton of over the years. Tonight making his 8th start this season. 2-1 with a 3.09 ERA, which ranks 6th in the league. And he's tied for 3rd in innings and has really become a very dependable starter. Revs will face him for the first time this season. 46 2/3 innings, 49 hits. The number that really stands out in 7 starts, just 5 walks, 34 strikeouts. And he has been a strike thrower to the nth degree here this season. Derek Robinson will lead it off. And Grenning's first pitch of the night is on the outside corner for a strike, and it looks like Victor Alejandro is giving the corners, so could be good for both pitchers. Pitch to Robinson is flied to left center, and Corey Vaughn coming over from center calls off Rodriguez, his left fielder, and makes the catch for out number 1. Our Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care home run contest tonight. Bryce Starner is our contestant. Bryce, good luck. Revs go yard, you win. Here's Angel Franco. He's hitting at 281. First pitch is right down the middle for a strike. Franco with hits in 12 of his last 14. Here's the 0-1, and it's a changeup missed down and away. Grenning, who first came to the Atlantic League with Lancaster, now been with Southern Maryland for the long haul. He deals, and it misses down and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. No score here in the first inning. And the pitch, fastball, strike called on the outer edge at 87. Grenning initially in the Indian system. 1 start at AAA early in his career. He fires. And it's slapped the other way, and a base hit to left. So Franco goes to the opposite field, a 1-out single. Now has a hit in 13 of his last 15.
And a really good approach there by Franco. You mentioned the shadows. They're now about halfway between the mound and home plate. Really hard to hit with the shadows, splitting the baseball between light and dark. And one of the ways to combat that is to do what Franco just did, just shorten up and slap the ball the other way.
A one-out base runner for Isaiah Tejeda. Comes in tonight at 289, 6 home runs, 21 driven in. And he's trying to snap a 1-for-14 skid. Pitch to him is up high. Last 4 games been held to 1 hit. Running 10-6 for Southern Maryland last year. Pitch to Tejeda, he swings and beats a foul. That hit him in the foot. And he'll hobble that off. He's got blue Under Armour cleats and has a shin protector toward the front of his lower left leg. Just missed that, and it got him right off the Under Armour logo. Oh, 1-1 count. Grenning, who from the Indian system went to the American Association for 2 years. Now comes home and is swinging a tap foul behind the plate. He was a 10-game winner there in 2012 with Kansas City, and then a 10-game winner last year with Southern Maryland. 2 years before that, he'd struggled an ERA up near 7, but then 4.5 in 2015 and in the 3s last year. And a swing and a miss here, a slider to get Tejeda. And there's 2 down here in the bottom of the first. Grenning now with 35 strikeouts to just 5 walks on the season. With 2 away, Michael Burgess to the plate, DHing here tonight. Hitting at 269, 6 home runs, 20 batted in. Scoreless here in the first tonight. Grenning in his 5th year in the league is 4th with Southern Maryland. Last year, 3rd in the league in ERA. Tied for 4th in wins. And the pitch, it's outside. First came to the league with Lancaster in 2013. Pitch to Burgess, that missed away, a changeup. Burgess, who started in left field the last couple of nights, or games. Yesterday wasn't a night, it was a morning start. 2-0, and it's down and outside. Tonight, DHs. It's the Blue Crabs' first visit to York this season, this series. Last year, one of Burgess's big highlights for the Revs came against Southern Maryland here, as he looks at a strike, 3-1. Very early in his time here, he hit a grand slam here at home against Southern Maryland May 25th, which started the biggest comeback in stadium history. Pitch here, a swing and a miss. So hitters count, and Grenning stays off speed at changeup. It's 3-2. And Franco will have the head start from first with 2 outs. Stretch. Grenning comes home, and Burgess grounds it right side and through the hole. It's a base hit. Franco will head around second and on his way to third. Revs with a couple of singles here in the first inning and have runners at the corners. And playing Burgess to pull it, but still able to sneak it between the first baseman and second baseman. Lozado weighing out, unable to reach it. RBI opportunity for Travis Witherspoon, who yesterday going 3 for 4, extended his hitting streak to 7, hitting 500 on the streak. And first pitch, swinging a line drive right to the shortstop, Edwin Garcia. Witherspoon hits a screamer, but right at short, and the catch is made to end the inning. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. Pretty good contact, though, out of the gates for the Revs as a whole here to start the night. Now we go to the second inning, no score.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
What's better than a food and beer festival? How about a free food and beef festival on the best lawn in town? Saturday, June 3rd at 11 a.m. It's Brews and Skews, presented by York Traditions Bank. Party in the outfield where the York Revolution play and enjoy skewered foods, 16 varieties of craft brews, music, and entertainment for all ages. There's even a cornhole tournament. That's Brews and Skews, the free party at People's Bank Park on Saturday, June 3rd. Get all the details at brewsandskews.com.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where is the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
All about local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
No score at the end of one tonight. Be the middle third of the order for Southern Maryland, beginning with Michael Snyder to lead off. Janice ready to go. The Shadows now to the front of the mound. And the first pitch of the inning is in there for a strike. Snyder, the K-man tonight, he is tied for fourth in the league in strikeouts, but top five in most things good as well. 4 for 6 with a homer yesterday. The pitch, and he lines this one hard, straightaway center, but right at Witherspoon, inching backward, and he'll make the squeeze, one away. Snyder hits it hard, but kept in the park. Yesterday his 8th home run, which is just behind the group that leads the league. In fact, entering play tonight, well, Jerry Sands has gone off. He has 13, but there's a couple with 10 and a couple with 9. Here is Devin Rodriguez, and he looks at a fastball strike, hitting .368 with 15 driven in just 18 games played. And he was 4 for 6 yesterday. Pitch to him is down and in, a slider from Janice. 1 ball, 1 strike. On the wind and the pitch. And a swing and a high pop-up. At short, it's Franco drifting out. He'll call it. In shallow left, he'll squeeze it. And Janice, who had 3 groundouts in the first inning, has 2 in the air here to begin the second.
That's exactly how he started his last start against Sugar Land. I was just looking back. 3 up, 3 down in the first inning. Got the first 2 in the second inning before issuing a 2-out walk.
Well, Zach Cohn coming up. Janice will look to avoid the continuation right here. First pitch to Cohn is a fastball right through for a strike. Now one at 89. Cohn hitting .283 with 2 homers, 15 driven in. Now the 0-1. And a swing and a pop-up. Janice might take this one himself. He's called off late by Tejeda coming down the line, and Isaias has it. So 3 in the air in the second inning, and that little low pop-up grabbed about 2/3 of the way down to first base. And Janice with another 1, 2, 3 to start his night. We go to the bottom of the second, no score.
We were with you when you were struggling with the challenges of being a young athlete, before the challenges of keeping fit while working 9 to 5, and long before Pilates and Zumba were even a thing.
Flying feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes outfitted you as a young athlete. When you slipped into a new sport practically every season, you learned a lot, and you grew strong. Now that you're an adult, why stop? Flying Feet has the brands and the styles that will increase your performance no matter how you choose to maintain your fitness. Just like when you were a kid, when you shop Flying Feet, you know you'll walk away with the best fit and natural comfort. Flying Feet stocks fitness shoes and all kinds of fitness gear. So, what do you do these days? Trail walking? Working out on the track, on the street, in the gym? Sign up for exercise classes like Pilates, Zumba, or need shoes for weightlifting? It doesn't matter what you're into. You can always count on Flying Feet. It's the one sportswear specialty store that's truly ageless. Flying Feet. Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
Hey Revs fans, get points for great rewards just by supporting your team through the new Revolution Rewards program. Use the new York Revolution app to receive and earn points for ballpark food, store discounts, stadium tours, and more. Available through the Apple and Google Play stores, the York Revolution app also features team news and exclusive content, contests and promotions for Revolution prizes, online ticket purchases, live game streaming, and more. Download the York Revolution app today. Free stuff by supporting your team? That's Revs time.
For local sports on your smartphone, search WOIK at the App Store.
No score. Revs with the only 2 hits of the game thus far. Ryan Dent will look to lead off the home second. First pitch from Grenning is a little wide. Revs looking to pick up where they left off in the first, despite not scoring. 2 hits and a line drive caught. Here's the 1-0, and a slider bends across for a strike. Dent hitting at .269. He's got a hit in 10 of his last 12, hitting .318 the last dozen. 1-1, and a swing and a well-hit ball toward the big wall in left, and it's off the top portion of it. He's got a single, and he'll have to stop there. What a missile that thing was, just left of the well-span health sign, up on the top quarter of the arch nemesis. He tried to knock that wall down. He's got a leadoff single, and the Revs with their 3rd hit.
He hit it too well. Nice job by Rodriguez out there in left, playing the carom perfectly and getting it back in a hurry.
The big wall might knock down more than it gives up, and in a park with deeper dimensions but a lower wall, that's his first homer. Here's Alexi Casilla trying to drag bunt, and he taps it foul behind the plate. He's back in, had the last 2 games off, plus the off day Monday. Tonight his 5th game played, 3 for 14. Does have 2 walks and a sack bunt early on in his time in York. 0-1, and it's just off the plate away. Now Casilla followed by Luis Cruz, who's on deck. 1-1, and a swing and a miss, a late cut at that one. Off speed from Grenning, and Casilla was either really trying to wade back or did not get a good look at it coming out of those shadows. There's the stretch. Now the 1-2, and a swing and a grounder to first. Snyder scoops it, turns and fires to second, back to first. Casilla beats that. Trying to go 3-6-3. They will settle for the lead out. It goes down as a fielder's choice. Snyder holding Dent there, was able to come forward on that ground ball from the bag, and that gave him the open throwing lane to second. And that play a little bit easier for him. And Casilla takes Dent's spot with 1 out, and here's Luis Cruz. First pitch, he swings, chops a foul down past the Blue Crabs dugout, and that'll careen all the way back out onto the infield. 0-1 to Cruz, who starts behind the plate for a 3rd straight game, 6th time total. He's 2 for 15 at the plate with an RBI. And a throw to first, Casilla back standing. No score here in the bottom of the 2nd tonight. Grenning, the 5'11 righty ready. And the pitch, breaking ball over for a strike. 0-2. They really wanted to get Cruz more time back there, and he caught the day game after the night game, and now again tonight. And a move to first, Casilla back standing. Grenning set. And another move to first. Casilla dives back. Grenning's been a perennial Australian Winter League participant. This past winter, his 6th straight year in Australia. Casilla digs in, pitch to Cruz, breaks away, he lays off. And in his career in Australia, a 3.75 ERA. In 6 Winter League seasons with Canberra. Also pitched in Venezuela this past year. The pitch, Casilla runs and Cruz hits it deep in left field. Rodriguez back and gone! Luis Cruz with his first Revolution home run. Launches it out over the big wall in left. And the Revs jump in front early tonight. A 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the second.
Well, he got that pitch middle in, and he got his hands around on it nicely. Man, he crushed that ball. That might have been over the houses on the other side of the street.
He is a strong man. We could see that from day one when he took his first batting practice. And getting some regular at-bats now. And when he connects, the ball flies. Revs the 2-0 lead. Here's Jared Mitchell, who shows bunt, and Grenning misses away.
And that's called executing a hit and run.
Yeah. That was on a 1-2 pitch, and Grenning made the mistake. Next one to Mitchell is in for a strike. Jared went yard yesterday. Revs' first pinch hit homer since 2010. And the 4th all-time. A 1-1 swing and a miss, a fastball. And for Mitchell, yesterday was his 2nd of the season. He plays in left field tonight rather than right. A 1-2, and that's off the plate away. He stayed in yesterday to play left. They keep Derek Robinson in right field. On the pitch, swing, and he fouls it to the left of the net and back into the stands. First start that Mitchell's ever made in left in a Revs uniform. Last year he made 1 in center. The rest have all been in right. On the wind and the pitch. And a ground ball at first base. Snyder up with it. He'll take it to the bag unassisted. It's out number 2. Have a winner on our Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care home run contest tonight. Bryce Starner, congratulations. Stop by the Apple Chevrolet ticket office at your convenience. Here's Derek Robinson at the top of the order. Revs a 2-0 lead on the Luis Cruz home run. Pitch to Robinson is down and away. He flied to center his first time up. The 1-0 from Grenning. Fastball away. How was golf yesterday, Matt?
I did not make it out.
Oh, no. Gosh darn it. Here's the 2-0. And that missed away, a changeup. Now, you were hard at work, I bet, knowing you. Preparing for this game tonight, weren't you?
I do have plans to play Saturday morning, though, before Lancaster.
There's a fastball over for a strike, 3-1. How dare you? This is the wind and pitch. And this one lofted in the air and left. Rodriguez won't fake anybody on this one. He does have a play in the shadows of the arch nemesis and handles it for the final out. But the Revs jump on top with two shots that were crushed. Dent the leadoff single, and then Cruz clearing the big wall. 2-0 the lead as we head to the third.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local and national sports. The Big Sports Talker also has you covered with news throughout the day. Catch statewide updates on news and sports from Radio PA. Stock reports with Your Money Now, mornings and afternoons. And national news updates every hour from Westwood One. Stay up to date while getting your sports fix all day. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
Your teams all the time. York's only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Top of the third, 2-0 York. Janice ready to face a former teammate, Luis Allen, who leads off and fires a strike to him. DHing for the Crabs tonight, hitting at .233. Tonight is 12th game played with Southern Maryland. Janice with the pitch, and a grounder toward third. It stays low, but backhanded neatly by Ryan Dent, and the throw across is in plenty of time. Nice adjustment, and there's one away. Matt points out that it's the first time in 5 games the Revs have struck first. A stat that you would not have known had you been out playing golf yesterday. That hard research pays off. There's Patrick Palmero. He's hitting .225, 6 home runs, 24 driven in. First pitch is across for a strike. Janice working from ahead again. First time facing the Blue Crabs. As he delivers, and it's over at the knees, a called strike 2. He did not pitch in the series in Waldorf. He started the home opener the next day. Probably refreshing for him to see a different opponent. The wind and the pitch, and that's some chin music as Palmero bails away. He had gone 3 straight starts against Long Island and then 2 in a row against Sugar Land, the last 2. Logan Williamson 3 years ago made 4 in a row against Sugar Land in September, including the playoffs. So it was not a team record. And pitch is swung on and missed. A breaking ball from Janice. And he has his first strikeout of the night. And he's in some rhythm here early on in this one. Really has started with him being ahead of the hitters, but he's hitting his spots. And has a nice rhythm with Luis Cruz here early on tonight. Cruz giving the Revs the lift at the plate as well. Yeah, here's Ryan Wiggins. First pitch, fastball is in for a strike. Well, it had been Wiggins and Mike Blank behind the plate for Southern Maryland. Now it's Wiggins and Luis Allen. Wiggins starting tonight. The 0-1, and a swing and a miss on a fastball down. He's hitting 188 with a homer in 16 games played. Last 2 years in the American Association with Lincoln, 0-2, and he just got a piece, a foul behind the plate.
So he was there with Allen too?
Yeah. Last December, I don't know what they're doing for catching now. They're both in Southern Maryland. It's the 0-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss in the dirt. Cruz smothers it and applies the tag. And Janis with 3 innings to begin his night. Finishes the third with his first 2 strikeouts of the game. And we go to the bottom half of the third inning. Revs with a 2-0 lead.
Take it from me, guys. You want to make life happier? Your wife wants a nicer lawn. The kind of lawn you see on Home and Gardens and Martha Stewart. Here's a hint. You're not alone. Call your pals at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. They've got a way with lush lawns that the ladies like. And as you know, happy wifey, happy hubby. Winky face. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. World-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
Come on, Colin Cowherd.
Draymond Green, in my opinion, will not end his career as a Warrior. He will wear people out. When you're winning, the egos are fine. But if OKC knocks him out, how hard is Draymond Green to deal with then? They had guys that talked a lot and had egos. Notice how they started wearing each other out when a few losses piled up?
This is The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 3 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Can you sit up, little guy? There you go. What a big boy. Whoa. Every time he grabs my maple donut, it pulls him over to one side. But he keeps on grabbing at it. Whoop, there he goes again. Wait, let's see how this works. Here you go, little dude. Here's another maple donut. Can you grab it? Well, there you have it, folks. Charlie's right. A balanced baby needs a maple donut in each hand.
Maple donuts taste right.
York Sports on your mobile device or online at WOYK1350.com.
Revs a 2-0 lead. We head to the bottom half of the third. Angel Franco to lead off. He had their first hit of the night. Single back in the first inning. Tejeda and Burgess coming up as well. 2-run homer from Luis Cruz spotting York the early advantage. First pitch of the inning from Grenning is down and in. Third baseman Palmero is in toward the edge of the grass. There's the 1-0, and Franco dribbles a foul. That glanced off his foot, rolling over to Tejeda, who's on deck. Grenning, an interesting background. He's from Southern California, Newport Beach, and he went to California Polytechnic State University. I believe that would be called Cal Poly. Here's a swing and a miss on a changeup, 1-2. But he was cut early on in tryouts. He was only throwing low 80s, but he stayed there. Weight room trips early in mornings. His time asked for by Franco. And at age 23, he made the team as a walk-on. Played in 23 games in college and got drafted. The 1-2, and a ground ball towards second as Lozada has to go to his left. He'll get there, though, and throws to first. One away here in the bottom of the third inning. '38th round pick of the Indians in '08. Total of 3 seasons in their system. Here's Tejeda, who struck out his first time. Little breeze from left to right tonight. Pitch to Isaiah. He chops it high off the dirt at third, and Palmero charging in. On the run, he'll snap it across to first, and there's 2 away. That one bouncing way up off the dirt. And the big hop handled by the third baseman. Our broadcast tonight brought to you in part by Wolf's Bus Lines, the Pretzel Twist, Neighborhood Sure Save Markets, Turkey Hill Minute Markets, Etline Foods, and D's Nuts. Here's Michael Burgess, who singled in the first. First pitch from Grenning is down low, a changeup. Rebs with a 2-0 lead. Now the 1-0, and that's down and outside. Blue Crabs playing him to pull with Garcia, the shortstop, up the middle, but not an overshift. The 2-0, and that's outside. See if they turn him loose. The 3-0, and he watches it over the outer edge into the glove for a called strike. 3-1 the count. And pitch to Burgess. It is similar spot, little lower, and a late strike call. He was about to unhook his gear and head to first. No argument though. 3-2. Grenning with the pitch, swing, and he check swing, fouls it the other way, down the line and left. Liner on the check swing, it lands right by the home plate in Southern Maryland's bullpen.
He almost had himself an accidental double. Yeah. That was much closer to the line than I think he would have thought when he held back.
And we'll try it again on 3-2. Pitch from Grenning, and he swings and fouls it back over the roof. Grenning now 31 years old. He will turn 32 next week. Another 3-2. And a line drive down the line and right, but he pulls this one foul. That one a low tracer line shot from Burgess, but just a hair early on this one. But we've seen games where Grenning just cruises, and Rebs with some sharp contact against him in these first 3 innings. Here's another 3-2, and a swing and a foul the other way, off to the third base side again. Burgess making him work. Another 3-2, and a swing and a pop-up. And out into shallow center. The center fielder, Vaughn, is in. He'll call and makes the grab over toward right center. Grenning eventually wins the battle and has his first 1-2-3 inning of the night. But the Rebs with a 2-0 lead as we head to the 4th. Matt Present with the play-by-play when we come back.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great Best Jet products from your neighborhood Sure Save Markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party planners with $18.93 deli items. Best Jet hot dogs go great with Best Jet kettle cooked chips. Or serve up a couple Best Jet rising crust pizzas with 12 packs of Best Jet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with Best Jet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
The mission of Big Brothers Big Sisters of York and Adams counties is to provide children facing adversity with strong and enduring, professionally supported, one-to-one relationships that change their lives for the better forever. It is proven that Big Brothers Big Sisters mentoring programs have a direct impact on children achieving higher aspirations, greater confidence, better relationships, and educational success, and avoiding risky behavior. Please visit afewhours.org for more information on becoming a mentor. It is time well spent.
Enter Rutter's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes today. Look for the entry star, purchase participating products, scan your Rutter's rewards card, or enter VIP information at checkout, and automatically be entered to win your choice of a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport, Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab, or Dodge Challenger RT from Stettler. Drive better, drive Stettler. Free gas for a year and one of thousands of prizes, including Red Bull, Pepsi, and Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-off tickets. Must be a Rutter's VIP to enter. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
First in York, first in sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Top of the fourth here at Peoples Bank Park. Second time through the order for the Blue Crabs. Janus has gone 9 up and 9 down to start his afternoon. And the first pitch on the way to Lozado. A fastball called strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Dent was in a step at third. Now he'll back up to play just behind the bag. Lozado, the switch hitter, batting left. Pitch on the way. He shows bunt, drops it down third base side. Janus off the mound. Dent charges. Dent picks it up. It's a base hit. Lozado, the first base runner to reach against Steve Janus. And he breaks up an early bid for perfection with a bunt to the third base side.
Well, it wasn't Ben Davis in the 7th inning or whatever it was against Kurt Schilling, but Janus has been going along brilliantly tonight, these first 3 innings.
In his last start against Sugar Land, he did not allow a hit until the 4th inning. It was Andy Wilkins leading off with a double, and the pitch on the way is hit hard but foul down the left field line off the bat of the shortstop, Edwin Garcia. He had 2 walks in his first 3 innings in that last start, but no hits until inning number 4. Same here tonight on the bunt single by Lozada. Quick throw to first, a lob toss, maybe a C move there by Janus, and Lozada dives back in safely. Janus from the stretch, 0-1 to Garcia. Revs looking to turn 2. Lozada goes and the pitch is fouled back out of play. Hit and run was on. And Garcia got a high fastball and couldn't get the bat on top of it. So he's in the hole, 0-2. Garcia ground out right back to Janus on the mound his first time up. 0 for 6 in the ball game yesterday. Janus from the set, checks first and now throws over, and it's a closer play than Lozada may have expected as he went back in standing, and it was a quick tag applied by Tejeda, and just a split second too late. Garcia, 252 hitter. Janus a long hold and now comes home, and the pitch is hit on the ground to third base. Could be 2. Dent the second run. Franco the relay on the run, and it's too late. Tejeda had come off the base. Franco, instead of transferring and throwing from the bag, stepped in front of it. And Tejeda came off the first base bag. I think he thought Franco might put that one right into his pocket. The Revs do get the lead runner as Lozada is retired at second. And that'll bring up Corey Vaughn. Vaughn an open stance from the right side. First pitch fastball in there, strike 1. Janus has been pounding the strike zone here early, getting ahead of virtually every hitter. A check on Garcia at first, and he's back in safely. Garcia on the year, 4 steals in 5 chances. And the pitch on the way to Vaughn, a fastball at the knees outside corner, and Janus ahead 0-2. Vaughn was on base 5 different times yesterday, 4 officially, reached on an error. And the 0-2 pitch on the way, fastball, got him looking inside corner. Janis paints the black. And that's his 3rd strikeout victim, out number 2 here in the 4th. The first 2 swinging to end the 3rd, that one looking here in the 4th, and that brings up Michael Snyder. Two 2-0 York out in front. 2 down here, top of the 4th. Garcia leads off of first, and the pitch on the way to Snyder. A breaking ball stays up and in, ball 1. Snyder a fly out to center field, his first time up. A 4-hit ball game yesterday, 3 singles, and a 2-run home run. That home run in the first inning got the scoring started. Off of Logan Williamson over the arch nemesis in left. And the 1-0 pitch from Janis, a fastball hit on the ground to 3rd. Up with it is Dent on 2 hops, and he slings it across to retire the side. 1 hit and a man left here in the 4th. And we head to the bottom of the 4th, 2-0 York out in front on 1350 WOYK.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Coatman. Coatman Kunkel Insurance. Hey Revs fans, now's your chance to win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy. This season, during every home game at Peoples Bank Park, it's the all-new Shipley Energy Grand Slam inning. Each game, 1 inning will be designated, and 1 name will be selected as the contestant. If the Revs hit a Grand Slam that inning, you could win $5,000. To enter, stop by Fan Services and fill out your form, or enter via the York Revolution app or YorkRevolution.com. Sign up today and win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy this season.
What a game. The home runs, great pitching, even that foul ball over our heads.
I know, it was so close I almost caught it. Maybe next time, Gus.
Well, what about catching this?
Pay me. The new scratch-off from the Pennsylvania Lottery, with top prizes of $100,000.
That's more like a grand slam. Keep on scratching.
Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Your county, your teams. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Two 2-0 Revs on top. Steve Janis has faced just 1 over the minimum through his first 4 innings. Revs come to bat here, home half of the 4th. Travis Witherspoon, Orion Dent, Alexi Casilla due up. And Witherspoon will dig in against Brian Grenning. First pitch on the way, and that's a changeup over at the knees, strike 1. Witherspoon far and away the hottest hitter in the Revs lineup, riding a 7-game hitting streak. Pitch on the way, chopped up the middle, ranging to his glove side left. Garcia plays the in-between hop and fires to first for out number 1. Nice footwork by Garcia to get to that one. Strong arm, as he's shown us many times this season. And now 5 in a row set down by Grenning. Here's Ryan Dent. Last time up, hit a single about as high and far as you can hit it and keep it in the ballpark. Off the top of the arch nemesis, first pitch on the way, a breaking ball, stays up and away, ball 1. Dent 2 hits in the game yesterday, pitch on the way, and that fastball misses down and away. 2-0 the count. Both infield singles for Dent, but they count nonetheless. And the pitch on the way. Popped up, foul and out of play, right side. Dent with a single in the first. Now back-to-back games, 3 hits in his last 4 at-bats, and the pitch on the way. Catches the outside corner for a strike, and the count even 2-2. On the season, hitting .269, and the pitch on the way, a breaking ball down and away. Good eye from Dent as the count runs full. Running in his 10th season, kicks and fires the payoff pitch, and Dent fouls it off straight down at the plate. May have gotten a piece of himself in the batter's box as he stays alive. He started his time in the Atlantic League with Lancaster in 2013 and was traded over to Southern Maryland the following year. Payoff pitch again, chopped on the ground to second base. Backing up is Lozada. He picks his hop and fires to first. And now 6 in a row set down by Brian Grenning. 2 ground ball outs to start the 4th, and that'll bring up Alexi Casilla. Casilla getting back-to-back days of rest. Back in the lineup here is Trienfeld, who has started at third the last 2 nights. Gets the day off. First pitch to Casilla, fastball right there, strike 1. Alexi reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. Lefty against righty, and the pitch on the way, a breaking ball, stays upstairs. Count now 1 ball and 1 strike. Grenning working quickly, kicks and fires, and Casilla takes again, this time a strike over the inside corner, and Grenning ahead 1-2. Grenning 6th in the league in ERA. In fact, Southern Maryland has 3 of their starters in the top 10. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 3. A tailing fastball, and Casilla couldn't reach it, and Grenning has a 3 up and 3 down inning here in the 4th. We head to the 5th, 2-0 Revs on 1350 WOYK.
Enter Rutter's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes today. Look for the entry star, purchase participating products, scan your Rutter's rewards card, or enter VIP information at checkout, and automatically be entered to win your choice of a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport, Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab, or Dodge Challenger RT from Stettler. Drive better, drive Stettler. Free gas for a year and one of thousands of prizes, including Red Bull, Pepsi, and Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-off tickets. Must be a Rutter's VIP to enter. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
Need material handling equipment for your company's busy season? Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment offers a full line of rental equipment to keep you operating at maximum efficiency. Forklifts from 3,000 to 15,000 pound capacity, narrow aisle reach trucks and order pickers, electric pallet jacks, scissor lifts, and forklift clamp attachments. Daily, weekly, and monthly terms available. Call today at 888-383-LIFT. That's 888-383-5438. And check us out online at midatlanticindustrial.com.
The mission of Big Brothers Big Sisters of York and Adams counties is to provide children facing adversity with strong and enduring, professionally supported, one-to-one relationships that change their lives for the better forever. It is proven that Big Brothers Big Sisters mentoring programs have a direct impact on children achieving higher aspirations, greater confidence, better relationships, and educational success, and avoiding risky behavior. Please visit afewhours.org for more information on becoming a mentor. It is time well spent.
Follow York Sports on your Android. Search Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Steve Janis back to work. He has faced just one over the minimum, a bunt single by Jose Lozada, breaking up a perfect game through 3 innings. Of course, back in 2015, Janis made a bid for a perfect game. In fact, he came up 1 hit shy. And the pitch on the way as Rodriguez hits it in the air, deep to right field. Back on it goes the right fielder Robinson, and he'll have to play it off the wall. Into second goes Rodriguez as Robinson fires it back in. And it's a leadoff double here in the 5th. So a leadoff bunt single last inning, a leadoff double here by Rodriguez. Hit much harder. And for the first time, the Blue Crabs have reached second base. Once again, Robinson in right field tonight. Jared Mitchell in left for the first time. Zach Cohn the batter, and the pitch on the way upstairs, ball one. Cohn popped out to first base his first time up. Janis comes set, checks second, and now comes home, and the fastball is reached for and fouled off. Cohn drafted in 2008 by the Angels in the third round. Now in his 7th professional season, first in the Atlantic League. Last season in Double-A Frisco with the Rangers. And the pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off. A check swing at the plate, and it trickles towards the on-deck circle. It's been Cohn, Snyder, and Vaughn that have really done the damage in this series. The three of them hitting .400 collectively, 10 for 25. Janis, a long look in, now he's ready. And the 1-2 pitch on the way to Cohn. Breaking ball, called third strike. Got him on the inside corner, he froze him. And that's the 4th strikeout of the day for Steve Janis. Beautiful front door slider. And out number 1 in the 5th. And that ties a season high in strikeouts for Janis. Struck out 4 against Somerset in the home opener, and his following start against Long Island, that same homestand. Here's Luis Allen. And the first pitch on the way, fastball up and away, ball one. Allen, in his return to York, has yet to get a hit. A walk and a hit by pitch, but has not hit his way on base. 0 for 1 in this one. The pitch on the way, popped up, shallow right field. Coming on is Robinson. Pointing it out is Franco, and Robinson settles under it to make the catch for out number 2. Two down here in the 5th. 2-0, the Revs on top of Southern Maryland in the rubber game of a 3-game series here at Peoples Bank Park. Patrick Palmero now the batter, a strikeout victim his first time up. Janis last season split time between Double-A Mississippi and Triple-A Gwinnett with the Atlanta Braves. Has played all 4 years prior to this one in the Atlanta system. And the first pitch on the way to Palmero, a fastball upstairs, ball one. Last year in 10 games in Double-A, he had a 1.89 ERA. Struck out 25 and walked just 4. He was then moved up to Triple-A, where he also impressed, a .331 earned run average in 51 2/3 innings. And the ball one pitch to Palmero, that's just outside, ball 2. A career ERA of 3.60 through his first 4 years, and pretty impressive for him to make it all the way up to Triple-A in just 4 seasons. 2-0 the count to Palmero. And the pitch on the way, fastball line drive, base hit left field. Mitchell up with it, and they're going to hold up the runner Rodriguez at third as Mitchell fires it on a hop to the plate. And now it'll be runners at the corners with 2 away for Southern Maryland. Palmero was ahead in the count, really the first time all evening that Janis has fallen behind. Got a good pitch to hit and laced it past the reach of the shortstop Franco. First and third for Ryan Wiggins. Mitchell playing left field once again tonight. A really strong arm out there. You don't necessarily have to have a gun in left field in this ballpark with the wall behind you, but Mitchell certainly does. And the first pitch to Wiggins, fouled off. He got in on his hands, and it trickles towards the on-deck circle where Lozada is waiting to hit next. .300 down the line and right, 408 to straightaway center, and 325 out to right here at Peoples Bank Park. Wiggins calls time just as Janis started his leg kick. Victor Alejandro behind the plate grants it. Nate Caldwell at third in this one. Jorge Terran over at first. The same crew for all three games in this series. Breeze blowing out slightly towards right center field, and the pitch on the way to Wiggins. It bounces in, and it's blocked down nicely by Cruz, who keeps it right in front. Cruz getting the start once again behind the plate this evening. He started all three games of the series behind the dish, and 6 now on the season. Pitch on the way to Wiggins. Hit right back to Janis on the mound. He'll field it on a hop and throw it to first. It's picked, and the tag applied. They got him! Isaias Tejeda made the pick on a hop, came off the base to retrieve it, and then tagged Wiggins on the jersey before he was able to touch, and it keeps a run off the board and saves the error for Steve Janis. 2 hits in the inning and 2 men left. We head to the bottom of the 5th at Peoples Bank Park. It's 2-0 Revs out in front on 1350 WOYK.
Did you know that Shipley Energy can take care of all your energy needs? From heating oil and propane to providing your home with electricity and natural gas. We also provide heating and air conditioning service and installation. All of your energy needs are under one roof at Shipley Energy. To learn more, visit shipleyenergy.com. Call 855-4-SHIPLEY and don't forget to ask about our $100 rebate. Shipley Energy. Energy for life.
What's better than a food and beer festival? How about a free food and beef festival on the best lawn in town? Saturday, June 3rd at 11 a.m. It's Brews and Skews, presented by York Traditions Bank. Party in the outfield where the York Revolution play and enjoy skewered foods, 16 varieties of craft brews, music, and entertainment for all ages. There's even a cornhole tournament. That's Brews and Skews, the free party at Peoples Bank Park on Saturday, June 3rd. Get all the details at brewsandskews.com.
Dream big for less with a first mortgage or home equity loan from First Capital Federal Credit Union. Our competitive rates and terms make it so easy to purchase a new home or refinance your existing home. Either way, we've got you covered. Plus, our home equity loans with rates as low as 3.99% APR for 120 months give you the spending power you need for remodeling, education, you name it. For more information, visit us online at firstcapitalfcu.com. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
There's only one place for local high school sports. Sports Radio 1350.
Back here at Peoples Bank Park, 2-0, the Revs out in front on the Luis Cruz 2-run home run, scoring Alexi Casilla back in the second. And since that home run, Brian Grenning has not allowed a base runner. He's retired the next 8, and here is Cruz back around a second time, and the first pitch on the way, a breaking ball off the plate away, ball 1. Cruz with his first home run as a Rev, and the ball 1 delivery on the way, hit well to left field, put right at the left fielder Rodriguez, who's in 2 steps to glove it, and out number 1 here in the 5th. So now 9 in a row set down by Grenning since that home run ball. And that'll bring up Jared Mitchell. Started to mention last inning that Grenning is among 3 Southern Maryland starters among the top 10 in the league in ERA. The other 2, Darrell Thompson, who we saw in the opening game of the series, and Gabby Hernandez, who the Revs will not face in this 3-game set. First pitch on the way to Jared Mitchell, hit in the air and foul down the line and left. It's back in the seats, and it's 0-1. Mitchell grounded out to first base unassisted his first time up. provided the only offense for the Revs a night ago. A pinch hit, solo home run. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Out in front of a changeup, and the count 0-2. Running in the Cleveland system, reached as high as AAA Columbus for a single game. Predominantly spent time in AA Akron, and the pitch on the way down and into Mitchell. He's able to lay off, and the count now 1-2. Running up to 73 pitches now as we play the fifth. Revs on top 2-0. A 1-2 pitch to Mitchell, swinging a tapper back over the mound. Grenning can't reach it. The shortstop Garcia tries to barehand, and it sneaks into center field. A big turn at first by Mitchell, but he'll retreat to the base. A one-out single on a ball that finds the hole back up the middle. A barehand effort, but Garcia cannot make the play. First hit since that home run in the second, and that'll turn the lineup over for Derek Robinson. Robinson, a switch hitter. He will bat from the left side against the righty Grenning. Batting .268 on the year. Wide open stance from the left side. And the first pitch on the way. He thinks about a swing but holds back. It's ball one, down and away. Grenning his last outing through a complete game shutout. Now it was a 7-inning game, but still gets that complete game shutout. The 1-0 pitch on the way, down and in. Wiggins, a backhand stop. It was against New Britain. 7 innings, 4 hits, no runs. Did not walk a batter and struck out 10. Has just 1 strikeout through his first 4 1/3. And the pitch on the way to Robinson, chopped back up the middle, ranging to his backhand is Lozada, flips to second for 1. The return throw to first, not in time, as Robinson hustling down the line, able to beat it out. That one just to the second base side of the bag, very similar to the one that Jared Mitchell hit just a moment ago, right back over the leaping glove of Grenning on the mound. So Robinson will take the place of Mitchell at first base, now with 2 down. Angel Franco will stand in. Once again, Mark Mason going with the 2 switch hitters at the top of his lineup. Casilla back in there tonight, a 3rd switch hitter for the Revs. 1 for 2 is Franco, and the first pitch on the way. Runner goes, it's outside, throw down to second base, the tag, and they got him. Derek Robinson gunned down, trying to steal second. And he's going to sit there a minute and talk it over with third base umpire Nate Caldwell, who will help him to his feet. A good throw down by Ryan Wiggins, and that will end the 5th. 1 hit, nobody left. And we head to the 6th here at Peoples Bank Park. 2-0 Revs in front on 1350 WOYK.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelly Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
This is the Dan Patrick Show.
I just like to say that y'all rock, man.
Everybody benefits off Steph Curry. Really incredible. Now, Draymond Green, you know I love, and he's probably the MVP of the team. But without Steph Curry, Draymond Green is not this kind of player. Good player, but not this kind of player. Klay Thompson, he would be a very good shooter for another team. But the style and having Steph Curry changes everything.
Dan Patrick. Mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Two 2-0 Revs on top as we head to the 6th. Top of the order due up for Southern Maryland. Lozada, Garcia, and Vaughn to face Steve Janis, who's at just 48 pitches through 5 innings. Allowed just 3 base runners, all on, well, actually 2 singles and 1 double. And the first pitch in tight, a slider to Lozada, ball 1. Lozada 1 for 2, broke up the perfect game bid back in the 4th with a bunt single, and the pitch on the way. Fisted out towards second base. Casilla backs up to play the short hop and on to first for out number 1. Bit of a tricky hop, a lot of English off of the fists on that one. Casilla read it well, and there's out number 1. So that brings up Edwin Garcia, the shortstop. 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice. Where's the high socks and bats from the right side. Outfield plays him to pull, and the first pitch on the way. Just missed the inside edge, ball 1. The Revs winning the opening game of the series. Southern Maryland game 2 yesterday afternoon. So here's the rubber game, and the pitch on the way at the knees on the outside corner. Yesterday afternoon, Southern Maryland put up 11 runs. And in fact, the Blue Crabs scored 10 total runs in the first 4 meetings between these two squads. Pitch on the way, fastball misses off the plate away, and the count now 2 balls and a strike. Garcia now in his 9th postseason, and the pitch on the way. Fastball at the knees on the outside corner, a good spot from Janis. And the count even 2-2. Last year he spent time between AAA Round Rock and AA Frisco. Also played in the Venezuelan Winter League. And the 2-2 pitch from Janis, reach for and bounce back up the middle. A big hop played by Casilla. The strong throw after the backhand stop. And he gets him. Back-to-back putouts for Alexi. And there's 2 away. So that'll bring up Corey Vaughn. Vaughn starting in center field all 3 games of the series. Gary Brown and Zach Wilson banged up, and they have not seen the field in this 3-game set. Janis from the wind, and the first pitch on the way to Vaughn, a fastball outside corner, strike 1. Janis has been 86 to 88 all evening long, but locating well. He's into his wind, kicks and fires, and that fastball just missed low. Another good spot by Janis, who has kept the ball effectively low here this evening. 2 down, nobody on. 2-0 lead for the home team. And the 1-1 pitch on the way, hit on a hop and past the reach of the shortstop Franco on into left field. Vaughn hit it well, and he's aboard with a 2-out single. So 4 hits now in the ball game for the Blue Crabs, and that'll bring up Michael Snyder. Snyder, the hottest hitter in the lineup, batting in the cleanup spot. Over his last 10 games, he has a .333 average, including 4 home runs. One of those coming in the game yesterday. Righty against righty. Janis sets. Vaughn off of first. And the pitch on the way. Fastball, strike 1. Janis up to 89 on that delivery. Snyder second in the league in doubles with 13. Also 21 extra base hits. Good for second. And he's 4th in slugging. Janis holds and now comes home, and the fastball is chopped to third base side, but it's foul. It hits Snyder in the box. He'll now adjust that shin guard on his front left ankle. Guess it served him well there because he does not look to be in much discomfort. Janis ahead 0-2. Snyder does, however, strike out a lot, 41 on the season. Originally a 15th overall pick by Baltimore in 2005. And the pitch on the way down and in. Snyder, a practice swing, will take off the helmet, rub away the sweat. Going with one long black sleeve on his back right arm. 1-2 the count. Janis deals a breaking ball, popped up, right center field, tailing away from Witherspoon. Robinson coming over towards the gap, and he will make the grab to retire the side. A base hit, and one man left. We head to the bottom of the sixth. Still 2-0 Revs in front on 1350 WOYK.
Enter Rutter's Summer of Free Stakes today. Look for the entry star. Purchase participating products. Scan your Rutter's rewards card or enter VIP information at checkout and automatically be entered to win your choice of a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport, Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab, or Dodge Challenger RT from Stettler. Drive better, drive Stettler. Free gas for a year and one of thousands of prizes, including Red Bull, Pepsi, and Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-off tickets. Must be a Rutter's VIP to enter. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else?
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
The mission of Big Brothers Big Sisters of York and Adams counties is to provide children facing adversity with strong and enduring, professionally supported, one-to-one relationships that change their lives for the better forever. It is proven that Big Brothers Big Sisters mentoring programs have a direct impact on children achieving higher aspirations, greater confidence, better relationships, and educational success, and avoiding risky behavior. Please visit afewhours.org for more information on becoming a mentor. It is time well spent.
All about local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Back here at Peoples Bank Park, 2-0, the Revs on top. Courtesy of a 2-run home run by Luis Cruz, his first of the season. Here's Angel Franco on the first pitch. Fastball's in there, strike one. Running back out there now at 79 pitches here in the sixth. And the 0-1 to Franco. Fastball hit on the ground to first, fielded near the line by the first baseman Snyder. He will take it to the bag unassisted for out number one. Well, since that Luis Cruz home run back in the second, Brian Grenning has allowed just one base runner, a single to Jared Mitchell. Derek Robinson then took his spot on a fielder's choice, and he was eventually gunned out trying to steal second. So since that home run, he has faced the minimum. Tejeda, the batter, now 0 for 2. And the first pitch on the way, a breaking ball catches the zone. Letter high, it's 0-1. Tejeda, a strikeout in the first, a ground out to third in the third. And the pitch on the way, fastball right down the middle. Tejeda watches, and it's quickly 0-2. Well, Tejeda was red hot a couple weeks ago, has since cooled. And the difference being he has seen a lot of pitches on the inside part of the plate. He gets another one there. This time it's down and in. The count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. At one point he was up to the top few in slugging, leading the league in average for about a week. Over that week specifically, at least. Pitch misses down and away, one that bounced in, and the count now 2-2. Pitch to Tejeda. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked down by the catcher Wiggins. Tejeda now just batting 167 over his last 10 games. Mark Mason trying to get him some more time at first base, hoping to take off the wear and tear he sees behind the plate. He started at first all 3 games of this series with Cruz behind the dish. 3-2 the count. Grenning winds. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit in the air deep right field. Going back Cohn towards the warning track, and he'll have to play it off the wall. It caroms all the way back towards the field. Tejeda charging around second, but he'll pull up there. It's a 1-out double for Tejeda. Nice piece of hitting there. Got one out over the plate and went the opposite way. And that's what he's done when he has been so successful. His 7th double of the season. And that'll tie Jared Mitchell for the team lead. Here's Michael Burgess DHing this evening. 1 for 2. Infield playing him heavily to pull Lozada over towards the hole on the right side. First pitch on the way, hit in the air. Left field towards the line, a long run for Rodriguez. In fair territory, he gets there, and he will make the catch for out number 2. Tagging at second is Tejeda, but he'll stay put right there. Left field not very deep, and Rodriguez gets it in quickly. Now with 2 down. So that'll bring up Travis Witherspoon. His 7-game hitting streak on the line, 0 for 2. Although in the first inning he lined out to Garcia at shortstop on an absolute screamer. 2 down, Revs ahead 2-0. And Grenning kicks and fires, and Witherspoon swings and misses, 0-1. Witherspoon steps out, adjusts the batting gloves, and now we'll dig back in. Tejeda out there at second base, a 1-out double. He's in scoring position. A check of second, Tejeda inching his lead, and now Grenning comes home. And the pitch to Witherspoon off the plate away. No action in the Southern Maryland bullpen, but the next pitch will be number 90 for Brian Grenning, who has gone 5 or more innings in every start this season. And the pitch on the way, that one misses down and in, ball 2. Grenning has picked up 5 quality starts this year. The Southern Maryland pitching staff has been very good, a 4.06 ERA for the team as a whole. And the pitch on the way, hit on the ground to shortstop. Back on it is Garcia. He'll set and throw across the diamond, and that will retire the side. A 1-out single by Tejeda, and he's left stranded. We head to the 7th here at Peoples Bank Park. 2-0 Revs. Darrell Henry will take you home when we come back on 1350 WOYK.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
What's better than a food and beer festival? How about a free food and beef festival on the best lawn in town? Saturday, June 3rd at 11 a.m. It's Brews and Skews, presented by York Traditions Bank. Party in the outfield where the York Revolution play and enjoy skewered foods, 16 varieties of craft brews, music, and entertainment for all ages. There's even a cornhole tournament. That's Brews and Skews, the free party at Peoples Bank Park on Saturday, June 3rd. Get all the details at brewsandskews.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Cooperstown is where you, your family, and your friends can relive baseball's greatest moments and honor the all-time greats of the game. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
On air, online, and on your smartphone. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Head of the 7th inning, our national air guitar champ, performing between innings. Revs a 2-0 lead, and Devin Rodriguez will lead it off. He's got 1 of 4 hits for the Blue Crabs, 1 for 2 with a leadoff double in the 5th, but Janis worked around it. First pitch is down and in. He had help in that 5th inning. Tejeda made a run-saving pick at first on Janis's throw that had gotten away from him. Here's the 1-0, and a swing, a well-hit ball right center. Witherspoon back deep and out of room. It's gone. The shutout broken up as Janis screams at himself in frustration. It just gets over the wall in right center to the bottom of the Appel lawn section. And it's a 2-1 game. Rodriguez with his 2nd home run of the year. That man has been red hot for Southern Maryland.
Well, right now is a really key spot for Janis because his last start against Sugar Land, he started off the 6th with a solo home run, and he let that kind of fester. He gave up back-to-back home runs and then a single before he was taken out. So right now he has to tell himself, okay, it's 1 run, it doesn't matter, and regain his composure.
Here's Zach Cohn. He breaks his bat, grounds a foul to his manager, John Harris, coaching at 3rd. He'll walk straight to the dugout for New Lumber. Revs will get some bullpen activity here for the first time tonight, just in case. Janis only had 65 pitches, but not managing it so much that way at this point. You're managing the 1-run lead as we get to the late innings of this game. And when he gives one up, he will scream into his glove and get it all out. Behind the mound, he was not happy. Here's the 0-1, and it missed outside. I think he was having designs on putting up a goose egg tonight. 2-1 the lead now. And the pitch, swing, and it's fouled back over the roof. And coming into this one, Matt, he, again, I don't mean to harp on it, but he should have had an ERA in the 4s, a brutal call in the start at Long Island. It still has him over a 5. It's the 1-2. And a swing and a foul tip squeezed. A slider strikes him out. It's his 5th strikeout of the night, and he follows that long ball with the K.
And really impressive to see him bounce back in that fashion, especially coming off last outing, which we just mentioned, how that got out of hand quickly. He has a 2-run lead cut in half, and he comes right back with a punch-out.
The 1 down, and Luis Allen will stand in. He's grounded to 3rd and flied to right. Janis the pitch, swinging a fly ball deep but well foul. Over Arch Street, eats in left and out of sight. No balls, 1 strike. Revs 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Southern Maryland 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. Janis shakes off twice, nods yes. Here's the wind and the 0-1, and it missed away, a fastball. He was at 62 pitches through 6. Earlier tonight, through 3, he was at 25 pitches, 22 strikes. Here's the 1-1, and a chopper to short. Waiting back is Franco, gloves it cap high, and he'll lob it across with plenty of time to get the catcher running, DHing tonight. But 2 down in the inning, and Janis a nice bounce back after the long ball. I believe the Revs have Hutchinson up. 2 down, and Patrick Palmero, the hitter, has struck out and singled. Whoever's loosening appears to be ready. It is Hutchinson. It's the first pitch, and it misses down and away. So they were looking in to see what the plan would be. Derek Capetillo down there catching him. But it's Janis's game for the moment. Here's the 1-0, and it misses low. A fastball all the way up to 91, the hardest we've seen tonight.
And if they do go to Hutchinson, it will not be for matchup reasons, as Rodriguez, the man who went deep just 2 batters ago, the only true lefty in the Southern Maryland lineup.
Now the 2-0, and a swing and a miss. Fastball with some sink. 2-1 as Janis tries to finish 7 tonight. He's done that once. That was at Long Island in a 2-1 loss on May 16th. He leads this one 2-1 here in the 7th. Now the wind and the 2-1 pitch. Fastball missed outside. Cruz trying to gently bring that one back. And now a 3-1 count. Now ready. Winds and deals. And a swing and a foul tip off Cruz's glove. Might have thumbed him, but those catchers are a tough breed. It's a full count. Janis trying to end the top of the 7th. If Palmero were to reach, the go-ahead run would bat, and Janis a very low pitch count, so it'd be an interesting decision. Hutchinson is ready. And Janis ready as well. Payoff pitch, a swing and a fly ball to center. Witherspoon backing up, got turned around, but finds it into right center and squeezes. It carries deep, but he catches it on the front of the track, and Janis retires the next 3 after the shutout was broken up. It's a 2-1 game, and Witherspoon started straight back, then curled into right center, but plenty of time to find it. 7th inning stretch here at Peoples Bank Park. York 2, Southern Maryland 1.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Hey Revs fans, get points for great rewards just by supporting your team through the new Revolution Rewards program. Use the new York Revolution app to receive and earn points for ballpark food, store discounts, stadium tours, and more. Available through the Apple and Google Play stores, the York Revolution app also features team news and exclusive content, contests and promotions for Revolution prizes, online ticket purchases, live game streaming, and more. Download the York Revolution app today. Free stuff by supporting your team? That's Revs time.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
The radio home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
2-1 is the lead as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Brian Grenning at 91 pitches through 6. He's pitched a good game as well. He'll stay in. Ryan Dent to lead off for York. Here's the first pitch of the inning, and it misses down and in. Dent 1 for 2. He singled high off the arch nemesis in the second, which eventually made Cruz's homer a 2-run shot, and he swings here, chops a foul off the roof of the third base dugout and into the seats behind it. 1-1.
And you mentioned how well Grenning has pitched. He really has. That home run, really just one mistake pitch, has not walked a batter.
1-1. And a line drive right center field toward the alley, but slicing back, and Cone runs it down. Now Dent, another hard hit ball, but that one fading back to Cone, cutting over from right. And one down here in the bottom of the 7th. Is that like one of your golf shots, Matt, or do you hit those straight down the middle?
The last time I was hitting them straight. I don't know what got into me.
There's Alexi Casilla. You're wondering when I'm going to let that go, aren't you? First pitch is bounced toward the middle, and that'll get through. Base hit for Casilla, who swings at the first one and finds the middle of the infield. A one-out single here in the 7th. And here is Luis Cruz, who not only launched that towering 2-run homer in the second for the only offense thus far, but in the 5th inning hit one hard right at left field, though, for a lineout. He has squared up 2 hard-hit balls tonight. First pitch this time, a curveball and a called strike. Our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, Lancaster, who we'll see tomorrow, beat Somerset in a day game 5-2. Pitch. And a line drive base hit to left. Cruz another rocket. And Casilla up to second. Luis Cruz is 2 for 3 on the night. If he had any luck in the 5th inning, he'd be 3 for 3. A low line drive single. And here comes John Harris. That'll be the end of the night for Brian Grenning. First and second with 1 out. And Jared Mitchell will be hitting the Revs with their 8th base hit of the night. Now while they make the pitching change, we'll stay here. Take a look at our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard a bit further. Sugar Land is at Long Island tonight. Rubber match in that series. Skeeters with a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the 5th inning. And New Britain is at Bridgeport, leading 2-0 in the bottom of the 4th in that one. Now you're up to date on our York Mitsubishi Atlantic League scoreboard tonight. New pitcher for the Blue Crabs is right-hander Cody Hebner. Grenning goes 6 1/3, giving up 8 hits. He struck out 2 and did not walk any. 97 pitches, 64 strikes. Neither starter walking a batter in this game. Now, while Hebner gets ready, we'll take a look at our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report. And the Revs with Alonzo Harris activated and expected to return at some point this weekend from the oblique. Was activated yesterday. Now Hebner just about set. Our broadcast tonight also brought to you by Image 360, Yingling's Ice Cream, Highmark, Isaacs, Sheets, Ace Distributing, Stanbaugh Plumbing and Heating, and Hatfield. Now Hebner in his first game of the series. No record, a 4.11 ERA in 15 outings. Huge strikeout numbers, 15 1/3 innings, 24 strikeouts. 8 walks, 13 hits given up. The league is hitting .236 against him. So he's brought in to face Jared Mitchell. Blue Crabs do have 2 lefties in their bullpen, Carson and Russo, but John Harris not matching up here, just going to his next man in line. Mitchell with 2 on and 1 out. Hebner's first pitch, lead runner goes, it's a strike, and the throw to third is late. Ahead for a slide, and Alexi Casilla swipes third base. He went to the back corner of the bag and held it. As he went in hard, held the bag, and Casilla on first pitch, a running jump, takes third.
Wow, a gutsy call there. Casilla got a great jump, and he nearly yanked the third base bag all the way out of the ground. Wow, didn't know his own strength. Might say he's a megalomaniac.
One might. Boom. First and third now. And the 0-1. Fastball, strike 2 called on the outside corner. Mitchell 1 for 2 tonight with an infield hit. So now a lot more options to bring Casilla home. It's a 2-1 lead. Cruz stayed at first. Pitch from Hebner, a swing and a foul to the left of the net. And that clangs something at the top of the seating bowl. trying to battle down 0-2. Now the stretch. Another 2-strike pitch and a foul tip straight back. Hebner was part of that trade with Ryan Wiggins from Lincoln in December. 2-for-1 deal sent to Southern Maryland for Craig Stem, who pitched in relief for the Crabs last year and initially was New Britain's closer but struggled. Hebner, former 4th rounder of the Padres, he deals, and that's outside. Fastball at 96. He had made it to Double-A with the Padres. A starter in the American Association last year. Here's the 1-2, and a foul back again. Mitchell hanging tough. Struggled as a starter last year, 5-8 with a 5.83 ERA for Texas of the American Association. And he would have gone to Arizona State, but was drafted. Now ready. Another 1-2. Missed up high. Great at bat from Mitchell, who now has it evened up. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Cruz at first, Casilla at third with one out. The 2-2, and another foul back into the netting. His 4th 2-strike foul. Here's the Revs. Will be going to the pen in the 8th. Janis standing on the top step, talking with Fletch and the gang with his hat off. Masterful 7 innings. Now Hebner again ready. Another 2-2, and it missed inside. A full count to Mitchell. I doubt they'll do anything with Cruz, the catcher, running at first. Hebner, a big strikeout guy. But they do have a man at third. 3-2, and it missed down low. Jared Mitchell works out the walk. Hebner was ahead of him early. And Mitchell works his way on. A 10-pitch plate appearance, and it loads the bases with only one out. By the way, I want to say hi to Trey and Leah Himes, who are tuned in. Hope you kids are enjoying the Revs game tonight. 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Derek Robinson trying to add to it. And Hebner the pitch, and a swing and a ground ball to second. Could be 2 to flip the turn. It is a 4-6-3 double play on the first pitch. Hebner got him to hit right into the tailor-made twin killing. Lozada to Garcia and on to first. No runs, 2 hits, 2 men left. It remains a 1-run lead. 2-1 York. Chase Hutchinson coming in as we go to the 8th.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is the Dan Patrick Show.
Just like to say that y'all rock, man.
Is Tom Brady now suspended?
The Associated Press says appeals court rules Patriots quarterback Tom Brady must serve 4-game deflated.
What's he call for Tom Brady?
I'm on it.
And if not, Giselle, and then Robert Kraft. He's got 4 months here. What can he do in 4 months here with an appeal?
Basically, what doesn't Basin River were last year?
Yeah.
Dan Patrick. Mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
This is Dustin Hawkinsson with the Keystone Sports Network. For the best Penn State football analysis and commentary, listen to Sports Radio 1350 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. and after Revs games for the Keystone Kickoff Show. We'll bring you game reviews, player evaluations, and recruiting news. So for the best in Penn State talk, tune to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK for the Keystone Kickoff Show. Brought to you locally by your neighborhood SureSave Markets.
All about local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Head of the eighth, Revs with a 2-1 lead. Chase Hutchinson comes on. Eighth inning is brought to you by York Dental Sleep Therapy. Tired of feeling the effects of sleep apnea or sleepless nights due to your CPAP? Dr. Bell might have an option to help you. Make your appointment today and let Dr. Bell help determine which treatment is best for your needs. Exceptional care is just a phone call away. Call 316-1299 or visit yorksleep.com. York Dental Sleep Therapy at 450 West Market Street in Pelham. Janice gives way to the bullpen. What a job he did. And Ryan Wiggins up first. Pitch from Hutchinson. He swings and foul tips it behind the plate. Janice goes 7, giving up 1 run on 5 hits. No walks for the first time this season. Strikes out 5, 77 pitches, 57 for strikes, only 20 balls in 7 innings. Now the 0-1. And a swing and a fly ball to right field. It sends Robinson back, and he's going to have to play it off the wall. Short hops the base of the fence, and Wiggins is into second with a leadoff double. Well, the Revs just missed a chance to add to the lead, and now the tying run at second with the top of the order coming up. Wiggins, who is hitting 188, leads off the 8th with a double. Now Hutchinson will look to get tough, and Lozada might be up there to bunt. Hutchinson 2-0 in 14 outings, ERA of 0, 14 in the third innings, just 8 hits. And the corners will move in right away. Lozada 1 for 3 with a bunt single. On the first pitch, he does square. It's high and off the glove of Cruz, straight to the backstop. And the tying run goes to third base with no outs. It'll be a wild pitch. The number 9 hitter Wiggins has Southern Maryland in position to tie it up with no outs. Fletch will come out and spend a visit. I wonder if he'll almost tell Hutchinson to not worry about the tying run here and just not let it become a big inning. As at first pitch, he might have had some frustration behind it. Janice, by the way, his 5th straight start. And 7th out of 8 total, in which he allowed 3 earned runs or fewer. Just 1 run tonight, but Southern Maryland threatening to make it a no decision on him. Revs will bring all 4 infielders in, trying to keep the lead intact. Here's the stretch. The 1-0, and it missed outside. Hutchinson worked the 8th against them with a 1-run lead on Tuesday night. Now the middle infield back a couple steps. Pitch is grounded toward the middle, past the dive of Franco, and the game is tied. RBI single into left center for Lozada. It's a 2-2 game here in the top of the 8th. They had backed Franco up a couple of steps to try to avoid just that, but still just out of his reach on the dive to his left. It's the first earned run of the year given up by Chase Hutchinson in 15 appearances. And here's Edwin Garcia, who's 0 for 3. No decision for Janis. Pitch to Garcia. He shows bunt, and it misses high. So now that they've tied it, he'll try to move the go-ahead run along. Brad Allen's going to get up in the Revs bullpen meanwhile. One-0. He shows bunt again, and Hutchinson misses down and in. The only previous run that Hutchinson had given up was unearned in his first appearance of the season, April 23rd at New Britain. 2-0, he squares and bunts foul behind the plate. 2-1 to Garcia. Attendance tonight, 3,255. Now the 2-1, he squares and gets this one down. Hutchinson in, gloves it, turns, makes the throw to first. Sacrifice is good. 1-4 on the out. And Lozada the second with the big boys coming up. Corey Vaughn, Michael Snyder, right hand hitting 3 and 4, but looks like Allen's just still playing catch. He hasn't begun to air it out just yet, so Hutchinson will stay in. They won't match up right on right. And the pitch to Vaughn misses down and away. And Cruz able to trap that with the glove and keep it close enough. The Revs in the bottom of the 7th had just had a chance to blow this game open. We're unable to do so, and now Southern Maryland is drawn even. The 1-0 fastball and a belt-high strike call. Vaughn tonight, a ground out, strikeout, single, 1 for 3. Hutchinson a look back. Pitch, it's outside, 2-1. Leadoff double from Wiggins in his first game played in this series. Coming around to score to tie it up. Now trying to keep it tied. The go-ahead run at second and 1 out, and they just called Hutchinson for a balk. And that'll put the go-ahead run at third base. And I had just glanced away. He must have flinched when he was on the rubber. And now the infield in with the go-ahead run at third and only 1 out. The 2-1 and a swing and a miss. Vaughn chases in the dirt. Cruz blocks it. 2-2. Two-two count, 2-2 game. All 4 infielders standing at the edge of the grass. The stretch, the pitch, swing and a miss. A changeup down and away. Vaughn couldn't lay off. And there's 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Now Michael Snyder to the plate. Dangerous cleanup man. Tonight he's 0 for 3. Hutchinson does have a couple of bags open and can afford to be careful. First pitch, swing and a miss. Off speed and Snyder out in front. Ready to go. Here's the 0-1 and a swing and a miss. Another changeup. He's got the right hand power guys jumping out of their shoes trying to hit that pitch. 0-2. Snyder the K-man tonight. Chance of Maz sticks. Hutchinson ready. And the 0-2. Swinging a line drive to left field, a base hit. It one-hops the wall, and Snyder gives Southern Maryland an 8th-inning lead. It's an RBI single. They tried to throw 3 change-ups in a row, and Snyder sat back on the 3rd one and drills a one-hopper off the wall in left, and the Blue Crabs have their first lead of the night.
And that pitch just caught too much of the plate. Like you said, tried to go with the 3rd straight changeup, but the first 2 he chased in the dirt. I would have liked to see Hutchinson bounce that one or just keep it out of the strike zone. That one probably between knees and belt. Snyder stays hot.
Now a 3-2 Blue Crab lead. Here's Devin Rodriguez, and a breaking ball slides outside. First 2 earned runs off Chase all year. All of April and May without one. He deals, and a swing and a foul tip into the glove of Cruz. It's a ball and a strike. Southern Maryland's trip back in this game began last inning when Rodriguez led off with a homer. 2 for 3 with a double and a home run. 1-1, and that's outside. Another slider. It's the rubber match of the series. Revs trying to take 2 out of 3, but here late in the game, Southern Maryland has gone in front. 2-1, and a swing and a foul tip into the glove again. If the Revs have any chance of climbing the standings in the first half, they're going to have to win far more series than they don't. Now the 2-2 swing, and he just got a piece. That'll roll up the first base line. And Rodriguez, a late start. Cruz lets it come to a stop, and it's just foul. Strange play on that foul ball. It stopped about halfway down the line, and that was close. At 2-2 it remains, and Rodriguez a slow walk back to the plate. Blue Crabs, some hot hitters in the middle. Yesterday they teed off. Tonight, not much, but the guys in the middle doing it late in the game. Now Hutchinson steps off. Just now at twilight here at Peoples Bank Park. Here's the stretch. Another 2-2. Breaking ball, this one looped to shallow left. Coming in is Mitchell, and he has to play it on a hop. Rodriguez dumps it in off the end of the bat, serves it the other way. The inning continues, the 4th hit. And here comes Mark Mason with Brad Allen ready. Zach Cohn coming up. Hutchinson's thrown 23 pitches in the inning. Rodriguez now a 3-for-4 night. A pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Southern Maryland a 3-2 lead here in the top of the 8th. Allen coming in when we come back.
Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment offers quality material handling equipment and services. Along with a full line of Unicarriers and Komatsu forklifts, you'll find Genie aerial lifts, IPC Eagle floor scrubbers, and Penalift loading dock equipment. Mid-Atlantic can provide rentals, pre-owned equipment, service, and replacement parts for most makes. When you need the best for your business, call Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment at 888-383-LIFT. That's 888-383-5438 or online at MidAtlanticIndustrial.com.
Can't get enough of the Birds? WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from BaltimoreBaseball.com. Exclusive in-depth interviews, plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball with the Birds, Mondays at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
What's better than a food and beer festival? How about a free food and beef festival on the best lawn in town? Saturday, June 3rd at 11 a.m. It's Brews and Skews, presented by York Traditions Bank. Party in the outfield where the York Revolution play and enjoy skewered foods, 16 varieties of craft brews, music, and entertainment for all ages. There's even a cornhole tournament. That's Brews and Skews, the free party at People's Bank Park on Saturday, June 3rd. Get all the details at brewsandskews.com.
Your teams all the time. The only place for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK.
Brad Allen is in here looking to keep it a one-run game. Southern Maryland, with 2 across in the 8th, has gone in front 3-2. Zach Cohn, the hitter, 0 for 3 tonight with a pop-up and 2 strikeouts. It's first and second. And Allen has his sign. First pitch of the night, fastball, and he doesn't get the call. Close, down and away. 1-1 with a 3.31 ERA in 15 outings. Also 3 saves on his line. Ready, and the 1-0. Swing and a line drive, right center field. It's trouble, and it's down in the gap. A base hit. Witherspoon cuts it off by the track. Snyder has scored. Here comes Rodriguez. They missed the cutoff man. It rolls towards short. 2 runs in. Cohn makes it the whole way to third base. And a game that had been so well played through 7 innings. Southern Maryland has now scored 4 here in the top of the 8th and leads it 5-2. Cohn hitting it into right center. And Witherspoon cut it off, but it's not an easy play. He had to slam the brakes, spin, and heave it in, but it sailed away from him in front of second base, and nobody able to put a stop to it. Either middle infielder, and then Tejeda from first, finally running it down towards short. Here's Luis Allen, breaking ball, a called strike to start him off.
Well, what happened on the relay, I thought that's what I'm about to say is what happened, but I wanted to make sure I looked at the replay. Witherspoon chucked it back in all the way to second base, but they got in position to make a double cut.
There's a slider that misses outside.
And so Casilla, the second baseman, was the initial cutoff man, and Franco went to back him up, but Witherspoon had already released it, assuming Franco would be at the second base bag, and Franco kind of ran away from where the ball was headed.
A 1-1, and a swing and a foul back. So Witherspoon is charged with an error on it. At least that's what the manual scoreboard's putting up. So I guess a 2-run double and an error. And that is the case. Here's the pitch from Allen. And a swing and a fly ball the other way, tight to the line, but fading foul. Down into the right field corner. Now this thing had been going along beautifully, but Southern Maryland comes up off the mat with a 4-run 8th pitch. And a ground ball skidding to second, right to Casilla. Sidearms to first, and the inning's over. But the Blue Crabs send 8 men to the plate, scoring 4 times on 5 hits, 1 error and 1 left. Wild pitch and a balk in the inning as well. And it was not the Revs' best showing. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Southern Maryland on top, 5-2.
Enter Rutter's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes today. Look for the entry star, purchase participating products, scan your Rutter's rewards card, or enter VIP information at checkout, and automatically be entered to win your choice of a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport, Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab, or Dodge Challenger RT from Stettler. Drive better, drive Stettler. Free gas for a year and one of thousands of prizes, including Red Bull, Pepsi, and Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-off tickets. Must be a Rutter's VIP to enter. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
This is Dustin Hawkinsmith with the Keystone Sports Network. For the best Penn State football analysis and commentary, listen to Sports Radio 1350 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. and after Revs games for the Keystone Kickoff Show. We'll bring you game reviews, player evaluations, and recruiting news. So for the best in Penn State talk, tune to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK for the Keystone Kickoff Show. Brought to you locally by your neighborhood SureSave Markets.
The mission of Big Brothers Big Sisters of York and Adams counties is to provide children facing adversity with strong and enduring, professionally supported, one-to-one relationships that change their lives for the better forever. It is proven that Big Brothers Big Sisters mentoring programs have a direct impact on children achieving higher aspirations, greater confidence, better relationships, and educational success, and avoiding risky behavior. Please visit afewhours.org for more information on becoming a mentor. It is time well spent.
The Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Bottom of the eighth, and the Revs looking to respond after Southern Maryland awoke with a 4-run top of the eighth inning. 3 are earned, and right-hander Zach Thornton, the new pitcher for Southern Maryland. We saw him here on Tuesday night. A scoreless 8th inning. Angel Franco will lead off against him. Game Tuesday was his Blue Crabs debut. And the first pitch of the inning is taken low by Franco, who's 1 for 3 tonight. So Hebner, who got the double play to end the 7th, now in line for the win. 1-0, and it's just off the outside corner. Franco, Tejeda, and Burgess looking to respond. Now time is called at the plate. 2-0, and it's a called strike. Two-1, and that's inside. A loss, and the Revs would be 3-6 on the homestand. They did lose the first 3, so it'd be 3-3 since, but they need series wins. The 3-1, and it's on the outer half, a called strike 2. Thornton, a veteran of AAA time. He had been at Las Vegas the last few years with the Mets. 3-2. And a swing and a drive the other way in left field. Rodriguez back, and it carries off the nemesis. Bounces up and off his glove, and Franco will make it easily into second. A leadoff double to begin the bottom of the 8th. That hit off the Powerball sign on the lower half, but too high for Rodriguez to make a play on. So a good start as the Revs look to punch back. Here's Tejeda up next. Thornton had been Hutchinson's teammate with the Las Vegas 51s in the PCL. Tejeda 1 for 3 with a double. First pitch, breaking ball, down and away. Now it's 6-4 righty set. And the 1-0 pitch, fastball across for a strike. Only 86 on that. Almost nightfall here. We've gotten to dusk. A 1-1, and that sails outside. Blue Crabs have been a better road team than home. They are 10-8 on the road, 10-11 at home. And they have won 7 of their last 9, 6 in a row before dropping 2 straight, but then winning yesterday. 2-1, swing and a miss, a high fastball, that one up to 89. Thornton, who Pitch for Team Israel in the WBC. One of Matt's favorite players in March. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Another high fastball. This one a foul tip into the mid. And there's one away here in the bottom of the 8th. Now Michael Burgess up next. Thornton, who's from California, ended up at the University of Oregon after a stop at Ventura College. Pitch to Burgess is upstairs. And he had started his hands but stopped as they appeal down at third base. Thornton, a 23rd round pick of the A's in 2010. Also in the Pirates and Mets systems. A 1-0 and a slider, swoop down low, 2-0. A couple of years ago, he was the Venezuelan Winter League setup pitcher of the year. Here's the 2-0 to Burgess, and he paints the outside, a called strike. Thornton, who in college had to undergo shoulder surgery, but rebounded from that. The 2-1, and a fastball down around the knees, strike 2 called. Not the one that Burgess wanted, with another one to give, 2-2. Thornton in the Midwest League All-Star game coming up as a prospect. Pitch, and a ground ball pulled to second base. Lozada's got it. Short throw over to first, 2 down. Franco moves to third base with 2 outs. Revs try to at least get one of these back before going to the 9th, and Travis Witherspoon to the plate. 7-game hitting streak is on the line. He's 0 for 3 despite a bullet that he hit to short in the first inning that was caught. Thornton, when he went from the Pirates to the Mets system, part of an interesting trade, as he fires a fastball strike to Spoon, that one at 91, his best of the night. It's part of the deal for Ike Davis. He went from New York to Pittsburgh. It's the 0-1, and a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. Thornton's got it. He'll run toward first, an underhand off, and the inning is over. The Revs unable to translate the Angel Franco leadoff double into a run. He's left on at third, still trailing 5-2 as we head to the 9th.
Kids today, with Facebook, texting, TV, and video games, seems like fresh air and sunshine are things of the past. Remember playing catch, climbing trees, wholesome backyard fun? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care remembers, give them lush grass, healthy trees, the good old outdoors. American is baseball and apple pie. Kids have every reason to stay inside. Don't let your lawn be one of them. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, world-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
Having the gang over to watch the game? Keep them happy with great BestJet products from your neighborhood SureSave markets. Football fans, hockey fans, basketball fans, everyone's a fan of game day party planners with $18.93 deli items. BestJet hot dogs go great with BestJet kettle cooked chips. Or serve up a couple BestJet rising crust pizzas with 12 packs of BestJet soda. Throw the best game day party ever with BestJet products. Shop Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, Wetzel's in Glenrock, and Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
your home for Revolution Baseball. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Head to the ninth inning. Michael Click is in. Revs trail 5-2. The Palmero, Wiggins, and Lozada coming up. Click appearing in his 15th game. No record with a 1.88 ERA. The resident wordsmith has been terrific. 14 and a third innings, 9 hits, 3 runs. 5 walks, 12 Ks. The Revs will need a big bottom of the ninth inning, but in the meantime, Click will try to hold it. Palmero up first. He's 1 for 3 on the night. The son of Raff. We'll see these Blue Crabs next Tuesday through Thursday in Waldorf. Revs and Stormers playing a wraparound 4-gamer from Friday through Monday, and then we head to Southern Maryland. First pitch is a slider up and in on Palmero. No decision for Janis tonight. He took a shutout into the 7th. The Revs a 2-1 lead into the 8th. With the Blue Crabs with 4 in the inning. Here's a swing and a miss. Fastball at 92, 1-1. Click delivers. And a swing and a miss. Another fastball at 92. Revs had been 13-1 when leading after 7. Blue Crabs had been 0-14 when trailing after 7. The 1-2, and a swing and a miss. Fastball at 93. The Click climbs the ladder, ramps it up, and has the strikeout. Cody Epley getting loose for Southern Maryland, their closer. Good game notes, Matt. You can't get those done on the golf course.
Boy, this is never going to end. Thanks, Tyler.
Here's Ryan Wiggins, who led off the 4-run 8th with the double to right. First pitch, fastball over for a strike. Wiggins 1 for 3 on the night. Wiggins, a former Washington Husky. It's the 0-1. Swing, and he lines it the other way to right. A base hit. So 2 innings in a row, he goes oppo and has a 2-hit game. Blue Crabs with their 11th hit. I'm going to go to the top of the order, and Jose Lozada, who's 2 for 4, and it tied the game with an RBI single last inning, the first of their 4 runs. Lozada, who spent 9 years in the Nats system, making it to AAA. Switch hitter awaits and takes down low a fastball. On Lancaster tomorrow, they're now starting their games at 6:30 rather than 7, so we'll be on at 6:10. Frank Gailey against Jarrett Leverett. A 1-0. And a line drive pulled into shallow right, a base hit. Wiggins to second, he'll stop. Robinson guns it in. And it's first and second with 1 out. Now Lozada sort of got jammed on that, it seemed, but
he did. It was a pitcher's pitch by Click, high and tight, and Lozada got it off the fist, but able to get it over the infield dirt. A 3-hit game.
That'll help him. He was hitting at 200 coming in. yesterday. He was under 200, had 2 hits yesterday, 3 tonight. Here's Edwin Garcia. And a slider from Click grabs the inside corner for a strike. Well, tomorrow it'll be the latest ever first meeting between the Revs and Barnstormers. The latest that the War of the Roses has ever begun. On the 0-1, and a swinging up high pop-up. Franco at short, ranging out. And into shallow left, he reaches above his cap and hauls it in, 2 down. Revs will go, well, let's see, they played Sugar Land twice in 3 series. It'll be Southern Maryland 2 out of 3. It'll be Lancaster 2 out of 3. They go.
And they played the Ducks, what, 3 out of 4? Or at least 3
out of
times.
5.
3 times in 3 weeks.
On this stretch, they go Southern Maryland home to Lancaster Road to Southern Maryland Road to Lancaster home. Here's Corey Vaughn, who's 1 for 4, 2 on, 2 out. Click the pitch, and a slider just outside. 5-2 Southern Maryland here in the 9th. Saturday, Victor Mateo against former Rev Brad Bergeson. Also 6:30 start. The 1-0, that's up and in. Sunday at 2 o'clock start, will be on at 1:40. Curtis Parch against another former Rev, Nate Reed. And then Monday night, Logan Williamson against Brian Evans. We will not see Rami Lewis in that series. It's the 2-0, and that missed upstairs.
Will he be doing any rants, though?
Well,
I've heard they're fun.
That remains a possibility. Here's the 3-0, and just high. So ball 4 to Vaughn. That'll load the bases for the man you least want up there with him loaded, Michael Snyder. And he gave him the lead with an RBI single last inning, 1 for 4 tonight. Snyder, who led the league in slugging last season. First pitch, he swings, grounds it to short, takes a high hop for Franco, who's right there, and dumps it off to Casilla, covering at second. Scoreless top of the 9th for Click, who leaves him loaded after 2 singles and a walk. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Revs need a big one. They trail at 5-2.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
Runners know the challenge. It's not the uncompromising weather. It's not the pounding repetition. It's not knowing how to dig deep as you start the climb of that last hill. For runners, the challenge is the discipline to keep running.
Flying feet.
Casual runners, amateur runners, hard core runners, no matter what level.
Well, there's our software's 1 for the night. We'll make up the flying feet spot as we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. And the Revs trailing 5-2. Cody Epley, the Blue Crab closer, is on pitching change, brought to you by Maple Donuts. The Revs last season did have a 4-run 9th against him to come back and win a game, but he's been good early this year. 11 saves. He is 0-2, but a 1.72 ERA in 17 outings. And his overall numbers terrific. 15 and 2/3 innings, just 10 hits and 3 runs, 2 walks and 20 strikeouts. The former Northern York Polar Bear from the Dillsburg area, born in Harrisburg officially. Now the Revs with Dent, Casilla, and Cruz in the bottom of the 9th inning. A frustrating latter portion of this evening. They have not scored since the 2nd inning. 2 runs on 9 hits tonight. Had a 1-out double in the 6th, but couldn't add on. They had a bases loaded 1-out set up in the 7th, but Hebner rolled a double play. Dent to lead off, and Epley's first pitch is well outside.
And not the same damage on the other side of things, but a similar story for the Revs at the plate. Last night, 1 run on 9 hits.
Epley's 11 saves, 2nd most in the league. A 1-0, and that's down and away. Dent 1 for 3 tonight. He's hit it hard a couple of times. The 1 hit was a single high off the arch nemesis in the 2nd. Preceded Luis Cruz's home run, their only damage done at the plate. 2-0, and he got that one across for a strike. The way that Janis was dealing, it looked like those 2 might be enough, but Southern Maryland breaking out with a 4-run 8th after they had broken up the shutout with a solo homer in the 7th. The 2-1, and a miss down low. So Dent trying to get on. Epley again, only 2 walks all season. Southern Maryland, when leading after 8, 10-0. The pitch, and it's in there for a strike, 3-2. Epley, 31 saves last year. Two pitch. Down and away, just missed, and Dent a leadoff walk to begin the bottom of the 9th. Only the 3rd walk issued by Epley in 15 and 2/3 all season. Now Alexi Casilla to the plate. He's 1 for 3, a single and a run. Fifth year in the league for Epley. First pitch is over for a strike. He first came to the league in 2013 with Lancaster. He was there again the following year, and then the beginning of 2015 before being traded to Southern Maryland. It's the 0-1. And a bouncer to first. Big hop to Snyder. He'll throw to second. They get 1 there. That's it. Garcia hangs on to it. 3-6 on the force. And Casilla on at first base with 1 out. And Luis Cruz, who's swung the bat the best of any Revs hitter tonight. 2 for 3 with the 2-run homer in the 2nd inning. Revs trail 5-2 here in the bottom of the 9th. Revs looking for their first win when trailing after 8. First pitch is in there for a strike. Fastball at 91 from the 6'5 Epley, who throws from a 3/4 angle. Got to be tough on righties, I would think.
He's been sitting around 90, but because of the arm slot and because of the arm side run, it looks a lot faster.
Pitch to Cruz is in tight. That time a slider. Ball and a strike. The Revs, who dropped the first one against Sugar Land and won the last 2, in danger of having Southern Maryland do that to them. Won the first one, but 2 outs away from dropping the last 2. The 1-1, that's down and in. Back with the fastball there. 2 balls and a strike. Three-game winning streak. The only 3 wins on this stay at home. 2-1, and a chopper foul, third base side. Polo knocks it down. Cruz will circle around and stalk in front of home plate, a 2-2 count. Happily has his signal. Pitch. Swing and a fly ball to center. Vaughn coming in, he's under it, over toward right center, makes the grab, 2 outs. The Revs down to their final out here tonight. Jared Mitchell will try to keep the game alive. 1 for 2 with an infield hit and a walk tonight. 5-2, Blue Crabs lead it. Now Epley ready, has the grip. First pitch is watched over for strike 1. Both starters with no decisions. Brenning pitched well also. 0-1, and that's down and away. Brenning went 6 1/3, 2 runs. Janis went 7 innings, 1 run. Casilla the modest lead at first. And the pitch, swinging a line drive to left center field. It slices, Vaughn lays out, can't get it, and it rolls all the way to the wall. Casilla around third to score. Mitchell jetting to third. It's cut and held. It's a stand-up RBI triple, and a 5-3 game with the tying run coming up. Vaughn laid out, couldn't put a stop to it, and in left center it goes all the way to the wall. And a 5-3 game. Mitchell with his second triple of the year. A 5-3 game, and Derek Robinson the tying run. Oh for 4 tonight. He's been held to 1 for 13 in this series after being pretty hot. First pitch is outside. If you're thinking game-tying home run, Derek Robinson, power is not a huge part of his game. He's your slap-hitting speed type. 1-0. Swings and taps a foul over toward Franco on deck. He's got 15 home runs in his pro career. His most was 5 with the Wilmington Blue Rocks in 09 when he was with the Royals. Just trying to keep the game alive any way he can. Well, a 1-1. And a swing and a foul tip, bouncing backward. They're down to their final strike tonight. One and 2 with 2 down in the 9th. Revs have scored their first run since the 2nd inning. The hit put him in double figures, 10 hits. Here's the 1-2. Ooh, just missed. Down and away. Yikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Happily ready again. And the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to shortstop. Garcia's got it. Quick release to first, and that's it. Southern Maryland takes the final 2 in this series tonight, the rubber match, and